looks like a silhouette of some blue jay looking bird, or I don't know, maybe even like a hummingbird, which some people brought up the whole birds aren't real.
Dude, that's one of my favorite that's one of my favorite conspiracy theories.
But if you look at the little outline here, it looks like whatever this is squinting, and it has bigger eyes like a gray alien, and it's looking at someone that they're going to conduct experiments on. And then other people are saying that since it's upside down, the human's upside down, it could be like I'm going to butcher the explanation, but long story
I
short, it's that humans are really the aliens. Like there's aliens among us.
You're listening to Passed Out, the podcast where history, mystery, the occult, and the cosmos collide. This week we're discussing all the trailers and announcements from the Video Game Awards. Stay curious, and welcome to Passed Out.
Welcome to Passed Out. I'm Josh.
I'm Arash.
How you doing this week, man?
Pretty good. I saw the Video Game Awards. Kind of, it's a little underwhelming, honestly. But there's some good shit that came out too. Obviously, the Street Fighter one, as a fighting game enthusiast, I was excited to see that. What did you think of it?
I think it looks pretty good. I honestly like a lot of the character design looks pretty good. I thought Cammy looked fucking great. I the fact that they got is it Guile? His hair's just standing so fucking
Yeah, Cody Rhodes.
yeah, dude. Like I was like, how are they gonna do this and make it look like not ridiculous? And I don't think the few shots they showed of it looked that ridiculous. I thought it was pretty good. I see a lot of people I am seeing a lot of people give 50 Cent a lot of shit for his Balrog look, but
This is the thing. We talked about this before, where video game movies and comic movies need to go towards that campy route and not take themselves so seriously.
I know.
And it's cool to see that with Street Fighter. A lot of people are kind of bummed out with Andrew Schultz being Dan, which Dan is he looks like Waluigi. He'd make a great Waluigi.
Dude, that's what I saw. I saw people making fun of him looking like sexual predator Waluigi.
like a sleazy Persian car salesman.
Yeah.
But it's not taking itself seriously. From the few shots that I saw, it's like they're leaning into how ridiculous of a game it is.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going to be accurate to the video game, it's kind of got to be a little ridiculous. Mortal Kombat, even though the game itself is more ridiculous, especially with the fatalities, you have more liberty to go to the darker route of it too, because of how expansive the lore is. There's really not much lore in Street Fighter. There's little snippets of character lore intermingled throughout it. But I like it. We'll see how it goes. Character wise, it's weird that Ryu and Ken look like they're so far apart in age. I don't know how they're gonna address that.
It could have just been those shots or the way that they did those posters that they released, which the trailer doesn't really show anything. It's literally just like a look at this character and look at this character and look at this character. They're just showing off their character design basically in that teaser.
That's true, but the actors are like about 12 years apart or something like that.
Yeah.
We'll see if they even address that. It could be Ryu is a mentor to Ken in the way that like Akuma probably was a former mentor to Ryu. They might take that route.
Yeah.
I know so much about Street Fighter. I could bore you with
No,
Guken
man,
and
I
all.
did. I'm super interested in the lore. I just have no idea about it. I've never really deep dived on Street Fighter. I've never really. I played the games. It was more of a button masher, just fighting game for me. And I think I think most of my Street Fighter knowledge is really more from Marvel versus Capcom.
Okay.
Um,
So Cammy's look
and
was taken from Marvel vs. Capcom because those were the character
mhm,
models for the Street Fighter Alpha games, and that color that
yeah,
she's wearing, that kind of wow, the
maybe that's
sky
why it hit
blue.
for me.
Yeah,
I was like, oh shit, this looks like Cammy for me.
yeah, and they have some
uh,
like weird side characters, like Eric Andre's character. He's not even a fighter; he's like an announcer, Don Sauvage. He really looks like Don Sauvage too, with like the bullhorn and just his look. Like when you see him, you're like, yeah, that's fucking Eric Andre. They even
yeah.
have Joe, which I don't. Fortunately, I don't know that. It's like Volinsky or something like that, or the president of Ukraine is playing Joe. No, but for real, Joe is in the OG Street Fighter 2 arcade cabinets. There's like this little uh, like I guess animation short where it's two guys boxing and this blonde dude knocks out another dude. Like it looks like they're just like boxing and shit. And that guy is Joe. He was in the first game. For some reason, they have him in the animation and for the preview of the second one, but he's not even in it. But they have him in the game. That's who's one of my favorite parts of the trailer was where he's like fucking up the car, just like the bonus rounds in Street Fighter 2.
Oh yeah, or he's yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I love that.
Um,
Loved fucking up that car.
we finally got to see Vega's mask. Um,
It looks good. It
yeah,
looks like Vega.
yeah, it does.
What?
It doesn't look like his mask is metal or porcelain or anything that's protective. It's more
y-
for vanity, but that also makes sense
Yeah.
for Vega because he's super vain.
Uh
Um,
he's got like does he have like a fucked up face underneath the mask and that's why he wears it
no,
or
it's actually
something?
because he's
No?
like super attractive and he's
He's
very
trying to
afraid
protect
of
his
protect his
face.
face. Yeah.
Okay. The most I know about Vega is the scene in Street Fighter 2, the animated movie, where he's like just like chasing after can't even remember who he's chasing through like the hotel room and just like fucks it up. So
Chun-Li maybe?
I think so,
Because
probably.
yeah, he kills Chun-Li's mentor, I believe, or maybe even her father. I think it depends
Mm,
on which game you're playing.
which game? Yeah.
And so Chun-Li is after Vega specifically, and so they have this kind of rivalry. Um, I like 50 Cent's look. He looks like a boxer, you know.
He looks like a boxer.
And
Yeah.
Balrog is supposed to be a fighter who is past his prime. Like Balrog would be someone who fought Jake Paul right now, like
Okay.
looking for that big
Yeah.
payout. And the Jake Paul in this instance is M Bison,
Hmm.
and it's under the guise of giving him like some performance enhancing. Um, I guess you could call it a drug with a psycho power. And so that's why Bison invites him to the tournament. Hopefully, that's kind of the route that they take. As Balrog being a henchman. I'm surprised there's no Sagat. I don't know if Sagat's going to be revealed as like the boss, but it seems like Akuma will be like the main fighting villain, and then Desmalchin's and Bison is kind of going to be the tournament like guy who throws a tournament, which makes sense because the first Street Fighter and Bison was not even a thing. It was Sagat who you fought. And then the next game revealed that it was M. Bison's tournament where he got all the fighters, and um, that's where he finally fights. Some people saying that Desmalchin isn't bulky enough to play M. Bison, but if you look at him in Street Fighter 2, he's not bulky at all.
He's not. So I'm excited, bro. I like that. That's kind of how they closed the trailer. Was just M Bison and getting a good look at David Desmalchin in the costume. It looks good, man.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Looks like a lot of the mock-ups that we saw.
right. And it kind of reminds me of Raul Julia's M. Bison,
Mhm.
which is kind of
Yeah.
what we were thinking was going to happen, and that's the route you got to take. That's the best,
Yeah.
you know.
It is.
Um, kind of like the '90s movies really got the villains right when it came to Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. Again, R.I.P. Kerry Tagawa. They threw some shade towards that Mortal Kombat cast too. Andrew Schultz, did you see that?
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah,
I also saw that some people from Mortal Kombat were just like, "We can all be cool." So,
I think they took it a little too seriously. But
yeah,
I like the rivalry.
probably.
There's always been a rivalry between Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat fans. Personally, I like both. I like Mortal Kombat a little better as far as story goes, but uh, as far as mechanics of fighting games go, Street Fighter 4 is like to me the best fighting game of all time to this day. Like that's the perfect
Is that
game.
what you would play online a lot when we lived together?
Yeah. Yeah. Street Fighter
I
4.
liked watching you play that. That was fun. Just like middle of the night, just watching you beat the shit out of some dudes online. I'm like, all right, fuck yeah.
Man, I would get so pissed because like eventually I got to a rank where it was not quite pros, but it was people who were like
Fucking
really
hard all the
good.
time.
They had
Yeah.
that one or two things that I would have to learn how to stop and get really annoying because I was like, how the fuck can I stop this? And but I miss it. I miss it. Um so yeah, that was my thoughts on Street Fighter. I We get to see two fighting game movies next year, and I'm really stoked for that.
Me too.
Anything else catch
Me
your
too.
eye at the video game awards?
Yeah, dude, I enjoyed a lot of the upcoming game trailers, especially the two Star Wars announcements. Fate of the Old Republic, I'm guessing, is a fucking take on Knights of the Old Republic, and if you get it, I'm hoping in Knights of the Old Republic, you know, you could pick all kinds of different stuff. So, and classes to play, you could play as like kind of like a ranger kind of thing where you had a gun and played more of that aspect, or you could play a Jedi. So, um,
Now,
you could also go evil in that, dude. So like I'm hoping that they kind of keep the Knights of the Old Republic stuff alive, but I'm fucking stoked for that. Like another open Star Wars game
yeah,
is I'm always here for it.
it's a spiritual successor. That's what they
Yeah.
claim it to be of the Knights of the Old Republic. I unfortunately never played Knights of the Old Republic, but I'm very willing to play this game. Now, do you get to pick your gender in this? Because I saw a lot of dudes be like, "Oh, it's another girl boss."
Um, I'm pretty sure you got to pick.
I kind of was hoping that you had to be a chick just so those guys can get pissed off.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
getting
been a long
sick of
time
seeing
since I
that.
played it, but it was also just like one of those games that was like it was really hard to run on on like my OG Xbox. It would just like take forever to fucking load. It kind of reminded me of like more a Wind, where it was just like, oh,
My
this takes
gosh.
like 20 minutes for the screen to load, and then like it's kind of glitchy, but it was fun and I enjoyed the story.
That's what I liked about the new Oblivion. Um, the
Hmm.
remastered version, it
The
was so
remastered,
much quicker to,
yeah.
if you open a door, it didn't take 2 minutes for it to load. Um, one game I saw was the new Divinity game. Did you see the trailer to that?
No.
Oh man, it's like some weird pagan looking ritual with a dude that's like just tied up with his skin, and there's some festival going on, and they basically set him on fire for this ritual festival, and then when he starts melting, he excretes some kind of looks like some symbiote thing, and it starts taking over the town. And so that's all you see, but it looks really cool. There was another game that I saw that it looked like cyberpunk. Man, it's called No Law World. And that one, it kind of looked like cyberpunk mixed with, man, it just like more monsters and a little bit
Mhm.
more fantasy than cyberpunk, which is quite grounded, all things considered.
Yeah, I think a lot of that direction, they kind of go for, like, a more grounded, realistic kinda world.
But yeah, this is going to be a FPS RPG by Neon Giant, which they developed the Ascent. And then it says here, it could conceptually refer to real world areas like parts of Afghanistan, Beer to Will, or international waters where laws are minimal or unenforced. What a time to have that game, considering what's going on in Venezuela
Yeah.
with the seizing of the vessels. Speaking of things that we could come back to the video games, but while it's on my mind, have you seen that billboard for the? It's like it says disclosure June 12th, 2026, and Spielberg. That's all it says. And it has some image of like a silhouette of a bird and an upside down eye. I could
No, I
show it
haven't
to
heard
you.
about this, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you wanna pull it up, that sounds crazy.
Yeah, because
Spielberg, huh? My first thought when I hear Disclosure is the band, like the electronic group. Um, but I'm sure that that has nothing to do with Spielberg, unless he's like directing like some kind of show at the Sphere for them or some shit, which I'd be fucking into. Disclosure just released a new song with Anderson Paak that's dope as fuck.
let's see. It's taking me forever because I'm a boomer and I don't know how to find this. There we go. So this was apparently put up uh, in um, LA and Times Square. I think what I'm going to be showing you is the Times Square version. And people are kind of like just tripping to see what this is. Obviously, it's most likely like just, you know, it, some sort of trailer that's going to be released or, the movie
Bro,
is going
I
to be
think
released.
I'm here for like weird like rollouts for movies. Like I think just dropping a trailer and um
Yeah, so it says all will be disclosed.
disclosed.
Spielberg, June 12th, 2026. It looks like a silhouette of some blue jay looking bird, or I don't know, maybe even like a hummingbird, which some people brought up the whole birds aren't real.
Dude, that's one of my favorite fucking that's one of my favorite conspiracy theories.
But if you look at the little outline here,
Mhm.
it looks like whatever this is squinting, and it has bigger eyes like a gray alien,
Yeah.
and it's looking
Yeah.
at someone that they're going to conduct experiments on. And then other people are saying that since it's upside down, the human's upside down, it could be like I'm going to butcher the explanation, but long story short, it's that humans are really the aliens. Like there's aliens among us.
Yeah. Yeah. Which I do think you're right about it being an alien movie. Like it's pretty well known that like Spielberg's been off like making some alien UFO movie. I've been kind of questioning if he's making like coming back like what is fucking 50 years later to make the fucking sequel to
First encounters,
Close Encounters. Yeah, Close
close
Encounters of the
encounters.
Third
Yeah,
Kind. Which is one of my favorite Spielberg movies, dude. Dude doesn't miss, bro. Like literally Jaws. And then his next movie, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And you're like, Jesus, okay, bro.
E.T. It looks like the director
Indiana Jones, like
for this is going to be the dude that did the first Jurassic Park and maybe the second, but I know he was involved with
Spielberg
Jurassic
did
Park.
direct. Spielberg directed the
No,
first
I'm
and second
sorry, the
Jurassic Park
writer,
movies.
like
The writer,
yeah.
okay, gotcha. Well, that's fucking crazy, man. I didn't know about these billboards, but like I'm here for it. I also, like I was saying, I think just weird marketing is great. Like you remember how big of a deal fucking Cloverfield was when that, like, nobody knew anything when that first trailer came out and like was just like, what?
Cloverfield, Blair Witch.
Yeah, like bring back shit like that. And I guess it was way easier before the internet was what it was.
Right.
Like Clover, but
The fact that they've kept this under wraps, it's only something that
I know.
Spielberg or maybe Cameron could do.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm excited. It seems like
Yeah.
Spielberg's passionate for whatever this is.
Dude, and he just makes like a good fucking movie, man. I love Spielberg movies.
Did you
You know,
like
I
War
don't
of
know
the
how you feel
Worlds?
about like his. It's all right. It's not one of my favorite Spielberg movies, but like, dude, like some of his movies are like in my tops. Like, dude, Jaws, Close Encounters, fucking all the Indiana Jones movies, the first Jurassic Park movie, bro. Fucking even his newer stuff, dude. Ready Player One, fucking amazing. I
Yeah.
love that movie.
Yeah, Ready
Like he
Player
did a
One
great fucking job
is pretty good.
adapting that and making it.
He's
Yeah.
like he's in a way a visionary, or he has a lot of information that we don't have
Mhm.
due to his connections or whatever the fuck it
Yeah.
is. But
And like Hook, bro.
oh, Hook.
Fucking that's my childhood, bro. Dude, you know what's bullshit about Hook? It has a 12% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like that is
Yeah.
that is way better movie than fucking that.
Well,
Like,
you gotta think about it though too. Like it is a cult classic, but in a way, I guess. But um, if that were to be released today, and you have the fandom that's similar to comic book fandom or video game fandom, and then you see,
yeah.
I don't think they butchered this story, but they butchered the lore in a way. They changed the lore completely. People would be pissed off about that.
Yeah, but like Disney fucking did it first. Like,
No, I understand, but it's not like your typical Peter Pan movie. It's a middle-aged man with kids being Peter Pan.
yeah.
I love it though.
Yeah.
But that might be my favorite Robin Williams movie, honestly.
It's one of my favorite Robin Williams movies, dude. And the score, man, dude, John Williams' score in Hook fucking blows my mind. And I think that's what makes me feel so attached to that movie is how good the music is. If you got a score that just like makes me remember that movie, I will remember that movie forever because I'm just so attached to. I was such a soundtrack
The
kid, bro.
Lost
Like I
Boys
was really
song.
attached to music. So good,
Yeah.
so good. But
I also forgot to
um,
it's not my favorite Robin Williams movie. Good Will Hunting is. If you count that as he's not starring in it really. He's like a supporting actor.
yeah, he's a supporting character for Ben and Matt.
Yeah,
But
but if I guess Hook would be my favorite movie that he's starring in. And there's a lot to
I
choose
think
from.
that's I think that might be mine. Man, he's got so many good
I
fucking
know.
movies
Even
though.
1 Hour
I think one of
Photo.
my yeah, dude, dude, I'm telling you, man, like some of these comedy actors when they switch over, like you can tell that they have the dramatic chops to like really fucking do it. Which to Robin Williams' point, one of my favorite movies is probably fucking What Dreams May Come, dude. It's one of the saddest movies in the world, but god damn it, is it beautiful and
Mhm.
he gives such a compelling story. Like for as fantastical and kind of trippy as that movie is, like he gives a very grounded performance of a guy trying to save his wife from hell. Like
And
beautiful.
there's something about, well, I just have a sample of two, but physical comedic actors, because Jim Carrey is the same way.
Yeah.
Um, honestly, even Will Ferrell, I forgot what the movie's called, but when he gets a divorce and has to live outside and sell all his shit. Do you know what movie I'm talking about?
No, I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, it's great. it was kind of like a low budget release, if I remember correctly. But that was good too, and I would consider Will Ferrell like a physical comedic actor.
Yeah,
He's
definitely.
he has like a lot more improv than Jim Carrey, I guess you would, even though he was in Living Color.
Yeah.
Where he gets divorced. I can't believe you haven't seen this. Everything Must Go, 2010.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, and that's
I
a
remember that title.
it's a good movie. It's nice to see some of these actors just not getting typecast. I'm sure they get bored playing in comedies all the time. Um, and they want to do some more fulfilling role. Not to say a role like Step Brothers isn't fun and fulfilling to do, but
Yeah.
you got to change it up. I think this movie was released right after Step Brothers too. It was like a year or two after it.
It was, yeah, dude, it had to have been. Step Brothers came out in what, 08?
Hmm.
Which, dude, like honestly, this the for him, I think my favorite two movies of his are probably Step Brothers and right before that Talladega Nights. I think Talladega is probably my favorite Will
Really?
Ferrell movie. It's just so fucking funny. Yes, dude, it's so good. I like it. Anchorman's up there, but I really think that fucking Ricky Bobby takes the cake for me, bro, when it comes to his performances. He's just so good at playing just like a ridiculous Southern race car driver.
Sacha Baron Cohen's great in that too.
Yeah, dude, and Sacha Baron Cohen, and there's kind of rivalry in that movie, and kind of how hard they both play their angle of it is just it's so good.
The best are Will Ferrell bloopers. Any movie with him that has
I
bloopers.
know.
I liked Anchorman too. I thought that was great,
Me too.
especially
It's
like
funny.
the genesis of like
Mhm.
their world's version of CNN and how it's basically starts with them yelling at each other and covering a car chase.
Yeah.
I thought that was really well done.
It is yeah, no, it's really funny.
Fun fact, the boss of the network, that Australian guy, is the guy who plays Kano in the Mortal Kombat movies.
Really?
Yeah, Josh Lawson.
I can see it in the face.
Mhm. He's great. He's so good. But yeah, anything else that caught your eye at the Video Game Awards or that came out
Um,
this week?
there were two other trailers that I watched that I was really excited for. Were you a did you like Pod Racer? Were you a Pod Racer kid?
No, not really.
Me and Nate, we would fucking play Pod Racer all the time on 64, bro. That was one of my favorite games. I have I have it on my place in my PlayStation account. Like they have the digital version that I've been playing on PS5.
Yeah,
So when they them it didn't really look like they were going like the Pod Racer route, but they announced Star Wars Galactic Racer, which looks like Pod Racer tracks, but like it looked like you could fly regular fucking ships.
nice.
Like, yeah, so I'm like, okay, if you're gonna give me a Star Wars fucking racing game where I can race all kinds of fucking different ships, like I'm so fucking here for it. So
They did a similar thing by releasing. This was a game that wasn't finished though, but Kirby Air Racers, uh, which I guess is the Nintendo equivalent. But it's nice to
yeah.
see these games getting. Video games are one thing that you could remaster and make a lot better.
Uh,
Or even reboot. Sometimes it backfires, but it seems like the success rate is better than when you do it with movies, especially now.
yeah. I agree. I agree. So I'm excited for Galactic Racer. The last thing I saw was also another franchise that keeps getting rebooted, whether it's a movie or a TV show, and then
Tomb Raider?
they're making it. Yes, exactly. And I'm here for another Tomb Raider game. I really like the ever since the when they rebooted it in like 2013 on Xbox and PlayStation. That was a great game. I really liked that. And then the second one, can't remember, something Shadows, but that was really good too. So I'm here for another Tomb Raider game in that kind of style. You know what Tomb Raider feels like now, dude? It feels like they basically just copied Uncharted. They were
Yes.
like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna copy Uncharted, and we're just gonna give you a game with a chick and a bow instead of a dude and a gun.
Yes.
And I fucking love it. I love the Uncharted games, so I kind of played both of them back to back, the Uncharted games and then the Tomb Raider games. So yeah, I was excited for that. Also on Tomb Raider, like Prime's making a Tomb Raider show now with why can I never remember her name on here? The Game of Thrones.
I'm the wrong guy to ask for that.
I know. I'm just looking her up. So 2 seconds. She's like one of the top characters. I'll know in 10 seconds. Sophie Turner. Sophie Turner. So Sansa Stark. Also the last iteration of Jean Grey.
That's right.
They have tapped her for Lara Croft, which I'm here for it. You know, I'm here for that angle. I did like the last Tomb Raider movie they made too. Alicia Vikander did really good at adapting that first Tomb Raider story into that movie, and like it's a great take on the character. Very different than Angelina Jolie's take on the character. Angelina Jolie was kind of just like, we're gonna keep rolling with the caricature of what Lara Croft is from the 90s games, and then it feels like they tried to reboot it and they were like, we're gonna make her tits smaller and make her more realistic as a person when they rebooted.
Well, if they were going by the 90s video games, they need to put like some triangle bra. You know, because her boobs were kind of sharp, looked like a sharpened pencil.
They did look sharp. Yeah, they looked more like a villain from Silent Hill, but yeah. Do you imagine you're like, all right, let me see these titties, and it's the monster from Silent Hill. It's just like, whoa, like fuck.
Imagine him motorboating Lara Croft. You'd get like some sparks. you could start a fire with that shit.
Yo, bitch, let me sharpen those tits.
Like, hey, we got a lot of wood. We just need a spark. So let's go.
And we've gone off the rails.
And then she would go like this. She'd go like just moving. Okay, we got a spark. All right. Well.
And the only other thing I really wanted to talk about this week that wasn't, it might have been part of the Game Awards, but the Supergirl trailer. I don't know if you took a look at that.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. Have you watched you've watched Superman now?
Yes.
Okay. So you did see Millie Alcock kind of strolling at the very end of the movie in her Supergirl outfit, which I love. And it looks like this is a continuation of that. The comic book they're adapting is like her being depressed and just like kind of, you know, just a little reckless because she watched Krypton be destroyed, where, you know, Clark was kind of spared from seeing it happen.
Now, from the images I saw maybe a month or two ago, it seemed like she was in a world that kind of had a cyberpunk aesthetic to it as well. Is that still the direction they're going?
Yeah, I was seeing some of that, and then, you know, it looked like she was on a few different planets throughout the trailer. They also showed one. It's a blurry shot, but I see everybody have blown up the image of Jason Momoa as Lobo, the big fucking cigar in his mouth. Have you seen that?
I don't think I have. No.
Okay, you want me to try and pull it up?
Yeah, sure.
All right, give me a second.
Speaking of Jason Momoa, one thing I didn't get to mention about the Street Fighter movie is his Blanca looks great.
Dude, I know, man. I know. I thought
it looked better.
I forgot that was him.
Yeah. Did you see what he wore at the Game Awards though? He just looked like a Wook. Bro, have you seen the preview, or like people they're looking for contestants for the show called Wooking for Love?
No.
Yeah. It's going to be like a kind of like those old school VH1 dating shows.
Yeah, will we get in trouble for if I pull up an image from Screen Rant?
No, we'll just credit them. And we'll put the link in the bio where you could find it and look at it closer.
Let me share my screen here.
But yeah, I'm really excited for Working for Love. I know we both know people that would fit in perfectly for that show.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, Someone told me I should go on that show, which it would be funny, but
Can
I
you see
wouldn't be
that?
able to hide my disgust. It is pulling up right now. Whoa. He looks like Gene Simmons.
Kind of, yeah, but he's got the big cigar, dude. Yeah, he's like a crazy biker from space who's just like he's as strong as Superman, and I'm gonna stop sharing. He's as strong as Superman, and he is like a bounty hunter. Like he's like a space bounty hunter who rides like a motorcycle in space.
I'm the dog.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
pretty much.
Lobo,
Yeah.
the big Lobo, the
Yeah.
bounty hunter. He's like, hey, Supergirl, get out that ice bra. It'd be like an episode of.
I hope so. It's
That's
one
what
of the
James
best
Gunn needs to
episodes of
do.
South Park.
Oh, I know. I know. Cartman with just his. Unfortunately, my hairline's starting to look like Dog the Bounty Hunter and like just puffy and then just like a little bit, thinning here, unfortunately, which is why I bust my Tim Pool and wear a beanie. No, actually, it's way more comfortable on my head having a beanie or something.
I think that's probably about it for this episode.
Okay, well, thank you guys for listening. If there's something that we missed at the Video Game Awards, let us know what we did. We did miss a lot, but if there's something that you think we should look into, let us know. Like and subscribe. We appreciate the listen. And have yourselves a great week.
All right. Stay curious.